guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Fossakajin Cosplay, and today we are back at guys with Phase Zero, episode 7 of season 2.
The last 2 episodes have been about Kiritsugu and I've been very happy.
Lots of flashbacks.
I mean, he's a broken character, but I love broken characters, so it's fine. And he's my favorite in the Phase Zero series, at least.
Yeah.
And so seeing how he came to be the Kiritsugu that we know.
You mean a cold hard jerk? Yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, no, but now we understand his motives and we understand where he comes from. Yeah. And last episode, like the first episode about his backstory was about his father and how he got introduced to this world. The second episode was about how he lost his mother figure and he had to take her down, basically. He basically had to kill his dad and then kill her because he learned the hard way that if you don't make those sacrifices, other people will die.
True.
So he had a breakdown too, but then like, basically, if one thing his mother figure, her name I forgot completely.
Me too.
But her mother figure,
I'm so sorry.
Her mother figure was saying, his mother figure was saying that one thing about him was that he could get rid of his emotions really easily, which is a bit disturbing. Like, because I mean, if he becomes a killer, which he kind of is, he would not have that moral compass that could stop him from going overboard and stuff. Like,
which is a good thing, but he needs to be able to switch it off.
It's a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing for the job. It's a bad thing for him.
It's a bad thing for life, basically.
And we kind of had an impression of this at the end because he broke down and then he just completely got rid of the emotions. So yeah, this is where we are now. I'm pretty sure, I mean, that seemed to be the last episode, unless we have an episode about how he met Irisviel, and
that'd be cool.
That would be cool. Please? But in any case, I was really happy about the last 2 episodes, so I'm just ready.
Of course you are. That's your favorite character.
I know.
And you're a sucker for flashback and backstories, so come on.
But yeah, I am ready for this next one, and hopefully it's just as good as the other 2. So let's jump into this. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to know when the episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
Let's go!
Bleh. I think this is present, right? This is where they are.
Yes, it is, yeah. She's not doing good.
No.
Kiritsugu.
I don't want to see her die.
But then, like, everything she's been saying about him makes sense now. You know, he's complicated. This is too sad. She already looks dead. Oh. I don't want it. It's still not okay.
It's not enough. I'm not ready for her to die this episode. What? We still got some left?
Yeah. We tend to forget that we are reaching the end of this show.
I know. Teach her how to drive, please.
If he doesn't die by the end of this, because that could still happen.
Be hopeful and optimistic, please.
I don't want her to die.
Already been there, done that.
Although I'm not sure he's gonna be happy about who did it. But you knew him when exactly? Because
because are you talking about the cold hard killer?
I'd rather
or the cherry kid.
Yeah, I'd rather he looks like that kid again. Kyuujin, you changed. He gone.
He did.
But then that doesn't mean you have one less enemy.
お好み焼き正気を素通りしよったな。あそこのモダン焼きは絶品であったというのに惜しいことを。
また食いたいならさっさと実体化できるぐらいまで回復しろよ。
He's still weak.
ここがどこか分かってる。お前にとって冬季で一番相性のいい地脈はここだろ。回復の効率も段違いにはかどるはずだ。僕は今日一日ここにいる。何もしないで寝てるから死なない程度でいくらでも魔力を持っていけばいい。
But then does that make it easier for Saber to attack them, or does she need him to be here?
She can kill the master,
Well,
but that wouldn't be knightly of her to kill someone who's asleep or unprotected, so.
もう少し踏ん張りが効くかと思っておったのだがな。川での戦闘の消耗が思いのほか答えてな。
they've gotten so close, you know.
The bros.
僕には全然しわ寄せが来ないから並外れて効率のいい宝具なのかと思ってた。
Protecting each other like brothers.
本当はお前僕が負担するべき分の魔力まで自前の貯蔵魔力
Like he's making up for his lack of experience and power.
It's protecting him.
一体全体どういう料件だ。
まあ正味のところサーバントとしての世は生粋のソウルイーターであるからにして全開の魔力消費に坊主を巻き込めばその時は命すら危うくしかねんからな。
Like that's the only reason why I don't want him to lose, but I don't want him to win either. Not if it means the others die.
僕はなただ証明したいだけだ。この僕がこんな僕にだってこの手で掴み取れるものがあるんだってことを。
But you're not the main character, buddy. You so you won't.
聖杯が本当にあった場合の話だな。
It's the ideal. It's the idea to reach something.
It's a wish.
オケアノスを見せてやると。
Like the root. Well, they kind of knew it exists, but
世の口車に乗って疑い
It's
も
an ideal.
ついてきたお調子者を随分と知らせた。この時代の知識を得た時はまあ結構答えたわい。まさか大地が丸く閉じているなんて悪い冗談にも程がある。
you should just take him to the ocean.
もうその手のヨタ話で誰かを死なせるのは嫌なんだ。
Like I learned from my mistakes, so I'm gonna help you out.
今夜はじゃあまずセイバーの
He's
やつ
probably felt her around, like, oh.
なんでわざわざセーバーと戦うんだ。
セイバーのやつがな。世が倒さねばならん。
Battle of ideals.
それが英霊としての世の務めだ。あのバカ娘は世が正しく制し
Although I'd rather have him fight Gilgamesh. Although, well, now that Kirei is the master for Gilgamesh, for sure it's a one-on-one Saber Gilgamesh in the end,
Yeah.
because it's Kiritsugu and Kirei.
True.
So like, Saber could defeat Rider, Gilgamesh could help. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Kirei and Kiritsugu in the end, for sure, because it makes sense.
お前は誰だ。
Don't forget about Berserker. He's still there.
Yes, he's still around.
Ah. Thinking about the devil.
He can speak. Dude, it's your master. Stop it. You can't catch a break.
闇の沈みし者の嘆きを糧にして光り輝くあの者たちを守る。あの気鋭こそ我が知女。その誉れが不朽であるがゆえ我もまた常しえに貶められる。
It's the spirit who's talking or the berserker? Ugh.
Do you know we had Ghost Rider in the show?
What the fuck?
Kirei, what did you do?
治療しても無駄だ。もうじき俺は死ぬ。
正直なところまさか貴様がここまで食い下がるとは予想しておらぬんだ。そこで貴様にはわしがここ一番の局面に備えて秘蔵しておった切り札
Can
を
we kill
授け
him?
てやる。
Like an accident or something? Ugh.
Your family traditions are disgusting.
And he's enjoying this shit.
今貴様に飲ませた連中はな、桜の純血を最初にすすった一匹よ。 この一年じっくりと位に食らった娘の正義、極上の魔力である。さあ戦うがいいかりや。
He's like fucking twisting his goal is to save Sakura, and now he's forcing him to use her magic. We need to kill this guy before the end of the show.
I feel so bad for the uncle.
あなたはなぜキリツグのために戦うの？私には家族のことも自分の名前も。
We need another 2 episodes of her backstory.
キリツグが最初に作ってくれた偽造パスポートの名義です。
So then, like, I'm guessing he took her under his wing like his mother
覚えてい
figure.
るのはそこがどうしようもなく貧しい国だったということだけ。戦争は決して終わらず、軍隊を維持する資金さえないのに、そのうちに誰かが思いついたんです。兵隊を徴用して訓練するより、子供をさらってきて銃を持たせた方が安上がりで手っ取り早いと。
So he saved her then.
あなた。
So she's Black Widow.
私は人として中身が死んでいる。そんな私を拾ったのはキリツグだ。だからキリツグが好きなように使ってくれればいい。
I don't like how she says it.
私がここにいる理由です。むしろ私にはマダム、あなたの熱意こそ意外だった。あなたは生まれ育った城に閉じ込められたまま外の世界を知らずに生きてきた。そんなあなたが世界を変革しようというキリツグのためにあれほど必死になって戦うだなんて。
Trying to say something that you don't know about.
私の理想なんて何もか
Yeah,
も
she does it
キリツ
for
グの
him
受け売りで
actually.
しか
It's
ない。
just he wants it, so that's enough for her.
She has faith in him.
Yeah.
That's why she's helping him.
私はキリツグとセイバー、あの二人に聖杯をつかみ取ってほしい。どうか今回の4度目を最後の聖杯戦
Which
争
could
にしてほしい。
actually happen, considering I know that Stay Night doesn't happen 60 years from now.
もし私とキリツグが失敗すれば、次はイリアが。でもそれがアインツベルンのホムンクルスに背負わされた宿命なのよ。だから私は私で最後にしたい。もしそれが叶えば、あの子は最後まで人として生きていくことができる。
Like she would have to be. She's a homunculus too, right? The girl.
Not really. Her father is human, so she's
But her
like
mom
half
is
and
a
half.
homunculus, yeah. But then, like, I don't want to break that dream, but I don't think it happens. They're still fighting after this.
It won't. But how and why? We don't know yet.
はっきりと確かめて刻みつけていかなきゃならないことよ。だから生きて、マイヤさん、私の分も全勝します。
Basically, Irisviel's dreams are for others, because she wasn't granted the opportunity to have a dream of her own, and it's fucked up.
It's even more so. Even
It's
more
sadder.
sad. I know.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Is it Gilgamesh? There's a lot of gold. Is it Gilgamesh? And Kirei. What? What? It's not even so like nighttime.
セイバー、土蔵に戻れ。今すぐに。
No, that works. He cares too much. He's like, go fuck up. But they all think that
They all think that Irisviel is the master of Saber.
yes, she's not about to die. She can't die. Not after this. I thought you were supposed to rest till nighttime.
Me too. We're gonna have a fight next episode then.
And they said they were gonna go for Saber, but I'm pretty sure Saber was right next to you. So what were you doing here? Unless, like, are Kirei and Gilgamesh, like, presenting themselves as writer? Can they do that? No. That would be weird.
I don't think so.
Run!
まさか本当にライダーが。
They're not showing us his face. Which is weird.
It is weird.
And he's flying like Gilgamesh and not like Ryder. I'm not saying Gilgamesh can change his shape, but like it looks weird.
Maybe you can change your appearance with mana. I don't know.
ダメだよ。泣いたら。それは奥さんのた
See, he didn't take you on because you were a weapon. He cares.
あなた弱いから
He did what he wasn't supposed to do when he was younger with his teacher. He saved your life.
今朝やっと昔のままのキリツグになったんだからこんなことで揺れたらダメ
This is
安心しろ、マイ
bullshit.
ヤー。あとはセイバーに任せろ。マイヤー、お前の役目は終わりだ。
Fuck that. Fuck that. Right after she told us what she wanted to do. Of course. This show hates us. Fucking hell, this show hates us.
Return of the Assassin. So yeah, I think you're aware that must have been Archer and Kira, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm wondering why they didn't show us his face.
It
was
suspicious,
weird,
yeah.
and we just spent 10 minutes with him and Weaver saying that we'll be resting till nighttime and stuff, and then they did say they were gonna go after Saber, but how did they know this was where they were? And Saber wasn't around anyway, so
True. And honestly,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think that Ryder would have just kidnapped Irisviel.
Me
like
neither.
that.
So I think I don't know how they did it. I don't know how it's possible, but if it's possible,
Magic.
yes. But and I mean the way he flew, he has a fucking cart. So this is not the way he flies around.
True.
So I don't think it was Ryder at all. But now, I mean, it could be a way to manipulate Kiritsugu to go after Ryder, which is a bit weird because he was going after Ryder anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't him. But now, whoever, because I mean, it could. Oh, I'm pretty sure if it's someone other than Ryder, it's gotta be Kirei.
Well, we still got Saber, Ryder, and Archer.
And
And
but it's
Berserker.
not
but
Berserker.
No, it's not.
And but yeah, I mean, they have Irisviel, and she's not doing good. We just lost Maiya. Right after the whole this is my past, this is where I came from, and there's a potential hope for a future with you and stuff.
Right
Yay!
there. Just right there, you got it while she died.
Exactly.
She told us her
Jinxing it.
dream and her wish.
But yeah, speaking of wishes, Irisviel's fucking existence is tragic. She's not allowed a wish for herself.
She's too pure, guys.
I know. But then it's a twist of fate, and it's tragic, but then I'm actually happy that she's the one that was with Kiritsugu, because I think whereas she says he gave her ideals, he gave her dreams, he he showed her the world and stuff, he gave her a daughter.
She gave him
She
hope.
gave him a lot
And
too.
she told him over and over again that what he was trying to achieve was the right thing to do.
They fit well together because she needed someone that tried that, whose dream was about life. She needed someone whose ideals were about living in the world where there's no fighting and stuff. So he doesn't show it, but he loves life itself. So she needed someone to show her that, because she's a thing. She was made to be a thing. So he clung to his humanity enough for both of them. And he also needed her to be in his life because she was the one that was thinking of him more than herself, because she can't think of herself. She doesn't have a future. And considering his trauma, he needed someone that was gonna think about him more than anything.
Someone who believed in himself.
Yeah. So it's a tragic, couple, but they fit well together, and it's gonna be heartbreaking. But then we said that every episode, so
It's so. I don't want to say cute, but I'm gonna say poetic. That both of them represent two different contrasts. He's all in black.
She's all in white.
She's all in white. He's darkness and light. He's seen so much shit.
She hasn't seen anything.
She hasn't seen anything. He's so pessimist. She's so optimistic. So
yeah, but they shared that one dream because of what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because I get it, considering she was created to be the vessel of the Grail, and she would not want her daughter to go through the same thing.
Speaking about that, do you think that her daughter is more on human side or both?
I mean,
I don't
both.
know how this is working.
She's both, but I think the reason why she's so focused on this is because if they needed another vessel after her, she could do this. She could do it.
Yeah.
You know, so she's trying to save her daughter from that existence, or anyone from that existence. So that makes a lot of sense. Because, I mean, no one wants to go through this shit. And she wasn't even supposed to go through this. Like, she was supposed to be completely detached from life, but then, you know, thanks to Kiritsugu
Who
and
could
Union...
say no to his cute face? Come on.
His cute traumatized face. But yeah, when Maiya says he looked like his old self again, I'm like, well, the old self you are probably referring to is the assassin one, right? Because I mean, the title of the episode is Return of the Assassin. So is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. I'd rather have him be more human.
Maybe she said that because he needs to focus on his task.
Well, she literally told him, "Don't fucking cry because you're gonna lose it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get it. He needs to focus for the task. I get it. If he's not in the game, he's gonna lose Irisviel, he's gonna lose the war, he's gonna lose everything they sacrificed their lives for.
The more it goes, he's losing everything.
Yeah,
the more it goes.
but I'm still, you know, it's that moment where you're like, he needs to be the assassin, but I wish he didn't have to be the assassin, because I'd rather, you know, I mean, if it meant he went back to being happy and having hope and just having some light in his eyes and showing emotions, I'd rather he lose the war and be okay, you know? But that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but knowing what the other contestant wish are with the Grail, he kind of needs to win this one.
But then, like,
because
how does that happen?
What is Kira's wish? What is Weaver, that's his name?
You want...
the kid's wish?
Honestly, I don't really know. I think he wants to get to the root, but that's only because that's what the others wanted. Like, he doesn't really have a wish for himself. So if... he's not gonna win. But if Ryder and Weaver were to win...
Yeah.
Weaver? I keep mixing it up.
Just call him the kid.
If he were to win, I think, you know, he would surprise everyone with a new wish he comes up with on the spot. But I don't think right now he's even sure himself what he wants. But he's not gonna win. I'm for sure on a story level, what makes more sense is that Kirei faces Kiritsugu in the end.
Yeah, with Saber and Archer, yeah.
And Saber and Archer's relationship is complicated enough to make it interesting, whereas, you know, I get that Ryder says he wants to face Saber because it's an ideal thing, like he gave her that speech about what a good ruler should do and how she's not fit to be a king and stuff.
So basically you're saying that she's gonna win that fight, but is she gonna learn the lesson before she killed Ryder, or?
I don't think there's a lesson to be learned because we talked about this before. None of them is right, none of them is wrong. It's just a different mentality.
Different times.
Yeah, different times. But when it comes to drama and storytelling, it makes sense that Saber would fight Archer and Ryder has a thing with both of them, but with what he said this episode, maybe Saber gets rid of Ryder first, and then it's a face-off with Gilgamesh.
We need to have a face-off between the selfless knight and the selfish knight, or king, you know?
But then I would have liked a fight between Gilgamesh and Ryder, though.
That'd be awesome. But we still
cool.
got Berserker, and...
Yes, I keep forgetting about him.
This one, it could fight maybe Archer. Not really Saber.
Well, I think as soon as Tokyomi died, unfortunately, Kamiya, that's his name.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much to do. Well, he's fighting because if he wins, Sakura gets to go. So she gets to live and leave the family and stuff. So he still has a purpose, but then his anger, like his only link was to Tokyomi, and he's dead. So I don't know. I know now he's got a burst of mana, so there's gonna be that, and like he literally
coming from his knees.
That hallucination of his spirit talking to him was a bit creepy. Like,
yeah, I know that you guys explained to us that
we weren't supposed to know.
Any Berserker servant is one that one time went berserk for something. So anyone can be berserk.
Oh, they did say that? I forgot.
Yeah, you explained that to us.
So then it could definitely have been the spirit, you know, lost in his rage. You know, in his rage and stuff. He is also obsessed with a woman, so I got like caster flashbacks, and like we do know like it's a knight and stuff, so like maybe his obsession is with Saber too.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, we do know it's Lancelot.
Yeah, we do
Like,
know.
that's the thing,
So
we do know.
that makes sense if his obsession would be with Saber.
But then, like, a weird obsession, like, dark like that, I don't remember reading about this in the
Like,
stories.
got some resentment towards his king.
Maybe something linked to, you know, the fact
What
that she
happened
wants to
back
save
then.
Britain because, like, she did manage to save it, so there could be resentment there. Or
What
it has
happened?
nothing to do with this. I don't know, we'll have to see, but...
Could be something else too.
But I keep forgetting about Berserker, so I don't know who's gonna go against him. Saber can't get rid of everyone, so there's that. In any case, we lost Maiya, and this fucking sucks, and we need to save Irisviel, so I say we just jump to the next episode. Like, it's a short discussion, but we just need to move on!
I know, but it just reminds me of, do you remember when we saw Kiritsugu's past?
Yeah.
And
Literally last week?
previous episode, yeah.
Yeah.
When he tried to save the kid and the father in the war zone, that his teacher basically just hold him and said, like,
'cause he would have died.
do not meddle in it because he would have died. I do believe that he meddled this time to save Maiya and save her from this existence, like to give her a purpose or something, because why would he take her under his wing, right?
Because he needed help, perhaps, for a job. She was a trained assassin. But then, like, I'm guessing they got together for a job, or at least he took her under his wing because he saw someone kind of like him, someone lost, and then they just grew close.
Could be. Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure it was. I don't think it was a situation like that with the father and the kid, but
No, but I mean, maybe he shouldn't. He wasn't supposed to meddle, but he kind of.
I don't think it's called meddling. He took someone who was supposed to become an assassin and helped her become another assassin, but. Like, I mean, she's not that different now than... Or he gave her an identity. But, like, even the way she speaks in the end, she's still saying it like, oh, he's using me because I'm a tool to be used.
So basically, she just never learned.
I mean, he never made an effort to make her learn, but I think the thing with these two is that they are so broken that they don't really acknowledge their emotions. But he definitely cared. He was crying in the end. So, like, despite what she says, I think their coming together was beneficial to both of them, and it helped her and it helped him, so I'm not mad about this. I just think that they're too broken to help anyone. Anyway, we're just gonna move on to the next episode and see if we can save Irisviel before anything happens,
Please.
but yeah, I'm pissed about Maiya, but we should have seen it coming because this show likes to torture us.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
Also, don't forget to subscribe on... I forgot, what am I supposed to say?
If you want to watch it on YouTube, it's going to come out
Yeah.
next week, so just wait for it then.
See you then, guys.
You're just lost today.
I'm like Maiya and Kiritsugu.
Yeah, bye!